It has now been confirmed that the new hardware coming from Nintendo is called Switch 2. Switch dos. Uno, dos, tres. Uno, dos. It's dos. All right, it's two. It's number two. Switch 2. Um, it's boring, but it's logical. It's probably the most logical thing naming they could have done. The most logical naming because they didn't want to confuse anybody. Personally, I would have went with Super Nintendo Switch just to get back to the Super moniker. Plus, that's the other thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that they went with black again. That's one of the little things that bugs me. I'm tired of black technology. I'm tired. Like everything I have here is black. And this isn't. I know somebody out there in the wild will twist this all into me being supposedly a racist. I'm not racist. I don't. This is about me being nostalgic, if anything. I grew up when technology was beige and gray and colors like that, and now we're at a point in time where technology is all black, and it just after a while it just kind of it looks bleh. It looks bleh. It's bleh. So we had the Switch 2. I watched it on stream. Let's start with that. I watched it while I was streaming. All of a sudden, I got messages from people, and it was like, oh, it is confirmed Switch 2. I had Ty Guy. I think he tried to call me at one point, and I wasn't paying attention. I didn't think Nintendo was going to announce anything, and I was so freaking deep in playing Minecraft. I was just having a good old time playing Minecraft, and I wasn't paying attention. And then I glanced over, and comments, and it was him, and he was like, "Yeah, Switch 2." And apparently, he tried to call me on Discord, and I didn't notice. Well, I heard something at one point. It sounded like I was being called on there, but when I switched over, I didn't see anything. It was so confusing. I wasn't sure what was happening. But I'm gonna mute this because we don't want any because there's some music in it, and I don't want to get into any stuff. Uh, let's do this little number right here. Look at this. Woo! So, yeah, it is a bit bigger. And then I'm not sure what the point of this was, but okay. And we have these little indentions off to the side. This is a lot of detail too. Look. Yeah. So even the current Switch has a USB-C type input on the bottom. The kicker is when you notice that it's on the top too. So let's keep watching. A lot of this is what's on the Switch already, by the way. The current Switch. And there we go. There's a USB-C on the top too. We don't know what that's for. We have no clue what that's for yet. It's got to be for something special. I think that's something special, something they haven't announced. Like there's a lot that we don't know yet. Nintendo is not known for just making a more powerful version of something. I mean, it's been a while. The last time they just made something more powerful was the GameCube. The GameCube came out and it was more powerful than the Nintendo 64. The Nintendo 64 was a weaker piece of hardware than the GameCube. I feel like that's the last time they did that. Well, no. The Wii to the Wii U was like stronger, but no, but like I meant like all they did was make a more powerful version. The GameCube was literally just way more powerful than the N64, but it was still just a basic console. It was, it had a controller and everything. This was before they started trying to do gimmicky controls and stuff. Okay. But I'm just saying the last time they made a console that was simply more powerful than the last was between the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube. I don't count the Wii U because they tried the whole screen thing and everything, the second screen, which wasn't a bad idea. But it's the fact that the device, that the Wii U was not mobile, I think. People were expecting something mobile. Like, there was a lot of confusion with the Wii U. Hopefully, there's no confusion with the Switch, too. But the point I'm trying to make is I can almost promise that this device will have some extra gimmicks, extra features. We'll just say features. They're not going to just release a more powerful Switch. It would make no sense. There's got to be something we don't know. There's rumblings that this device will have voice chat. The C button is literally supposed to be for voice. So if you have a headphone, like there's a jack, you have headphones on, there's maybe there's a speaker somewhere on or something. I don't know. Maybe the USB Type C thing is for a speaker to stick out or something. I don't know. There's no telling. But I know Nintendo well enough. I know them as a company. I grew up with them, and I've seen how they are over the years to know that they're going to do something special. There's going to be something extra. They're not going to just. It's not their MO to just make a more powerful device. It's not. That's going to be for something special. I just have a feeling. I like the kickstand. Um, I never bothered with the kickstand on my Switch. My Switch is mostly docked. I mean, if Nintendo had just released a home console only version of the Switch, I probably would have got that. I don't really play my Switch mobily. I just play it at the TV. That's all I want to do, which kind of irks me that I can't just buy something that isn't a mobile device too. Just give me a home console. Just saying. Oh, I can lean way back, huh? Then we have these. Bloop, bloop. Okay, let me say something real quick. See this stuff right here? See, it's just a flat thing. It's supposed to be a C button, but it's just flat. I wish they would have moved these two things down a bit more and moved this down a bit more for when you play with somebody else. That's one of my complaints on the current controller. It just feels kind of cramped and funny feeling. It's not really good for multiplayer stuff. I almost feel like they should have just left these controllers as part of the device and just let you get a third-party controller for playing at home or playing on the console. I don't like I don't like the thumbsticks being like this. I like them straight across. I hate this. I use an 8BitDo SN30 Pro wired USB controller on my current Switch on the USB from the USB port. I don't like this. That in my one of my Joy-Cons has drift in the stick. So I suffer from analog stick drift. Never got it fixed or replaced or anything. Oh boy. This is the other thing that bugs me. I'm so sick of the pretty pink and the blue. The blue coloring. I hate the blue coloring. I hate the blue and the pink. I'd rather go for, here's what I would have rather have had. I'd rather this been a hard blue, a dark, just basic blue, and a red. Why did we go with blue and pink, pinkish looking? I would have much preferred red and blue. Ugh. Or F it, just have it all gray. I want gray. I just want to go back to gray technology. That they were showing off just now. Did you see them sitting there go with the thumbstick going around? That was like a dodge at the fact that, you know, people deal with analog stick drift. You know it is. Ooh, this is a nice close-up. So that's the, wait, is that the C button right there? This is the right one, right? Yeah, that's the C button. There's nothing on it. It's just flat. Don't know what it's for. Then there's the fact that it's, look at where it's, how it's sitting. And then look at how it moves around, how they have them move. Why are these moving around like mice? Does it? I think there's some sensories on the bottom part of these things that you can use on a surface or something. There was talk about some kind of mouse technology. So I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you right now, these controllers aren't just bigger to be held better or anything like that. No, they're bigger because they put more technology in it. There's some extra features. Nintendo's not going to just release a more powerful Switch. That is not their MO. That is not how they function. It has never been how they function. It has never been how they work. Oh yeah, the whole snap in place. And snap in place. Again, I'm tired of the really dark, the dark, just the black or whatever. I would have loved to have gone back to gray. I would love gray. Ooh, maybe D-Brand or something will release some kind of skin for these things. I would love some kind of skin to go all over it. Yeah, just a skin all over it. Just replace this nonsense. I hate this. I hate this. I'm always going to say that I hate this because I hate this. I also hate this. I hate this crap right here. When I'm playing a 2D game, I want to goddamn crosspad, Nintendo, you stupid fucks. Do you hear me? I want a crosspad. I don't want this nonsense. You should have come up with something to where you could replace these with a crosspad or something. I hate these. I want a crosspad back, you idiots. So stupid. They just go jetting through a bunch of... Here's the C button again. It's just flat. There's nothing there. There's nothing to that, but I know there's something to it. Now, a friend of mine that I talked to said, I played Mario Kart 8 enough that I could see the difference in detail. That's the new Mario Kart. I can see the difference in detail because I played it so much. I'm like, dude, I can't even tell the fucking difference. This just looks like Mario Kart 8 to me. This doesn't look graphically enhanced. It doesn't look more detailed or anything than the current Mario Kart. It just doesn't to me. I'm looking at this and I don't see the extra details or anything. That's the other thing. I think the new dock is going to have some extra features too. I'm telling you, Nintendo is not going to just drop a device that just has more power. It's not their MO. I promise you. Something's coming. Something's coming. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with any of this stuff. 2025. Well, we're in 2025. Why throw that up there? That's kind of silly. I have a theory. This video was meant to be shown last year and didn't get shown. That's why they keep saying 2025. That's why the 2025 logo is there. I'm telling you, it was left over. They didn't remove it. It says 2025. That or they're just trying to make sure you know that it's this year and it's not next year. You don't have to worry about it waiting another year. So it is going to come out this year. Plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games, as well as Nintendo Switch games. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with the Switch 2. Here's why I think that is. They're saving their ass because they're leaving some games up to the studios. Okay, they're leaving that up to studios. There might be games that are locked out on the Switch 2. id Software and Bethesda and everything under Microsoft. Microsoft could say no, we don't want them to be able to play an enhanced or better running version. We still don't know if anything runs better from the current Switch to the new Switch. We still don't know. But I feel like this is to save their ass because they know third-party developers are probably going to want you to rebuy those games. They might decide, oh, well, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, we're going to release new versions that take better advantage of the hardware. And we want you to pay again. Doesn't matter if the system can enhance the playability and functionality and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter to them. They're big corporations. They want you to buy these games all over again. They're going to want you to buy Doom Eternal and Doom 26 Switch 2 edition. I'm just using those as an example of AAA games that and so they're gonna make the choice of not letting those games play on Switch 2. Oh, it's not compatible. No, it's compatible, but the company said they don't want to allow you to, which is gonna be bullshit in my opinion. That's gonna be absolute bullshit. It's my fucking games. If there is a backwards compatibility capability on the Switch 2, let me just fucking play my old games. If you want to re-release new versions that take better advantage of the hardware, be my fucking guest. But if I don't want to have to buy it again, I shouldn't have to. Customer choice, all right? And I feel like that kind of shit is anti-consumer in my opinion, because choice should matter over anything. That's just the way I feel about it. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported fully. The Switch 2 details will be shared on the Nintendo website at a later date. Yeah, that's to save their ass. That's to save their ass if third-party companies don't want it. I just noticed them. Let's go back for a second. I'm looking at, not this. This. I'm just kind of looking at the way these are sloped. Notice that they're not sloped the same way as this. This is more blub. And this feels a little farther out and rounded. I don't know. I can't describe it any better than that. I do have to wonder if we're going to get a Switch 2 Lite. Kind of wish they would just release a Switch 2 home only console for people who aren't going to play it on the go. I mean, that's I don't know. I don't know, just thoughts. So, and it's going to be formally and properly talked about on, let's see, sorry, January, February, March, April 2nd. That's not too far off, actually, because this month is halfway over that we're on now. That means we only really have 2 months to wait. The second is, the time is going to fly by. The time is going to fly by. I feel like Nintendo was kind of forced into this. They had to go ahead and show something because of all the leaks, I feel like. But, I mean, they couldn't bury their heads in the sand. I'm kind of irked because I kind of hoped Nintendo would be petty. I wanted to stick it to people like Nate the Hate. I just kind of wanted to stick it to them. I know that's shitty of me, but I do. I just wanted to stick it to them. That didn't happen, though, did it? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Did not happen. So, I, like I said, there's not a lot to go on here. They reconfirmed and made sure people realize that software that you have, a lot of software you have, will play on the Switch too. They wanted to make sure that you understood this, and that it's called Switch 2, and that's it. That feels like that's all they wanted to get out. And also just kind of, you know how a lot of movies now have a teaser before a trailer? Like, here's a tiny teaser, and then we'll have a bigger trailer later. This feels like the teaser. This is the Switch 2 teaser. And the full Switch 2 trailer with all the info and everything you need to know to want to get this next device will be shown in April. To be fair, I didn't expect him to do a lot, considering the fact, and this is what I said the other day, we are fixing to swear in or re-swear in another president. Re-swear. I really don't like that guy. I can't believe he got in office again. Jesus Christ. But I feel like that's part of why we only get a little snippet, just to let you know, oh yeah, 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 it's coming. This is the name of it. And you'll find out more later. Now to talk about my predictions. I think there will be a reintroduction of the dual screen gameplay. Dual screen gaming will be re-added to this. This will be them trying to re-implement and make something else work. I would like that to be the case. I actually had no issues with dual screen games. I think there's going to be some more. How do I say this? There's going to be more. My brain is kind of dead. I feel like the Switch 2 is going to have just more like functionality and gameplay. You know, things that you can do. I really would like to see a sort of wireless sort of transmission of the dock, so you could send out audio video. Also, what is that extra USB-C for? Keep in mind, USB-C is for more than charging, so anything could be connected to that. So, question is, what? What are they going to do with that? There's no telling. We'll find out. Didn't mean to talk this long about the Switch 2, but here we are. This has been the goof, and yeah, I was wrong, and they showed it, and I'm kind of happy to be wrong, but I do wish they would have been petty about it and stuck it to the leakers. But they're on a time frame. They had plans. They had to go through with it. Rate, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm slowly getting to 1,000 subs, and then from there I can do a little bit more. I'm out.